Welcome to my channel. I am the Love Doctor, the Iron Lady, Love Doctor, Iron Lady, Binta Horaja. It's about love. When you come to honest love, I'm for it. This can put you in the mood. I'm telling you, Martin Gate, he can put you in the mood. Back in the 70s, I can feel them. Their music can soothe in your soul. Their music can soothe in your soul. It can put you somewhere. Like I said, I'm back again. Now, I want to talk about how to bring your husband here before you bring them to know your man. A lot of women and men, I can say a lot of women, they meet their husband online and they get married to the person before they meet them. Because our Muslim religion don't want fornication. And it's a big penalty. I understand. But what I want to make clear is if you get married to your husband over the phone, before you meet them, make sure before you bring them, you know who they are. How you gonna know who they are? Don't be lazy. Go there frequently. By you living with them, you guys doing things together, you can learn. If that man you're going to bring, if he's suitable for you, when he get here, are they going to respond the same way before they come? And it's very important. Don't follow your lost heart. Make sure you get to know them before you make a final journey for them. When you file in, never file for green card. Always file for fiancé. When you bring your husband as a fiancé or your wife as a fiancé, you have 90 days to go get married to them legally in wherever you are. In the United States, Europe is important. And before you make that final journey, take your time, get to know if they want the paper or they want you. In Wolof, my mom language, they said, lépp loo xam ne gis nga ko ci sëy nuyoo na ci ngoro balaa nga sëy. We have to listen to with our brain, not to listen to our heart. Because the heart put you to lust all the time. Your heart will put you to lust. Because number one, the ones you married, when they get here, you give them the green card already. Their green card number came out in Africa. When they get here, they do not need to stay with you more, anymore. If they don't marry you for anything, they marry you for that. They do not have to stay with you. And all your hard work and all your waiting for 2, 3 years, 4 years, dreaming about my husband being with me, finally, I will have a man around me who support me, love me when I'm sick, who there for me. It's not gonna happen. Because they already get their papers. When they come, they can tell you cockaboo stories that they are not gonna stay with you. The next thing you know, they are jump firing you. That means that they are doing things under, trying to move away from your house. Some people don't wait 6 months. They don't love you. They married you for paper. If you hear the but after the paper, then you hear a lot of but. Butty, yala not stay nor. But yala atiminanga mandia. But yala kule siat. Nteka momi yam fatan. That's after the paper. A lot of men do that to women. These days, even before back in the days, they will marry these women. They will go anywhere you see them, you see the woman. But guess what? When that paper hit the mailbox, they be watching it every day. So if that paper hit the mailbox, sometimes you don't even know the paper was there. They're watching the mailbox. Sometimes they can hold the paper for 2-3 months without you even knowing. You think you are staying with your husband? You staying with a snake in the grass on the floor. How is that? So please, any more before you send for your husband green card, send for fiancé. And before you send the fiancé, keep going to wherever he is and let him pay for the ticket. Before you marry to anybody, they should be able to pay for your transport. They should be able to pay when they move you from where you are and then you come and see them. Make sure this person is capable of doing all that. Make sure they're capable of paying for their filing fee. And the lawyer that's going to do it, make sure they're capable of doing that. Because we work too hard over here. We work very hard. Others we work. These people should be coming here. When you say name of married, that's God. We are married in to get to Jannah. The men married, especially the women married. And for the person to use the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and marry to and send their people to your family and do gathering as everybody else, and then you came to find out that person is using you. That's why get to know the person before you get married. And be careful of the men that marry pusher. I want to get married. We do it right now. We don't got time to waste. Be careful. There's an agenda behind it. Bring your man with a fiancé. The fiancé, make sure you go see your man 2-3 times before you even file the fiancé. And when they come, don't be in love with the fantasy. Marriage is a responsibility. Marry someone who can take your responsibility. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you have to be able to put a roof over their head. When they're sick, you have to be able to, pay for their medical bill. You have to be able to put the food on the table, and you have to be able to marry them in the bed, and you have to be able to clothe them once a year. That's the main responsibility. And the day of judgment, Allah will ask you that. Because a woman is doing for themselves, that don't mean that you don't do your own. You have to do your own. You have to do your own. Because the woman is doing it for you, you have to do your own. So please, guys, married that you are getting into, test the marriage so many times before you get into it. Take your time to get to know the person. Make sure you don't look at love. Because love is not going to pay your bill. Love, at the end of the day, when they leave you, there is no love. You're the one that have a love in your heart, but they don't got love in their heart because there's something they're looking for. How can you come, your own sister from Africa, You married in them for paper. Your own sister, you want to use them. Who is working here heartlessly, nobody to help. They're taking their time. They're capable of doing anything for themselves. You tell the person yesterday, I love you. The next day, you telling him, the person that you need help. You need help taking care of your kids. You know that you need help. That's a narcissist behavior. The woman that you see taking care of herself, paying her bills, taking care of her kids. So you want to tell me, you want to come to me to share responsibility? Where is the man in you? Men supposed to take the responsibility. The man supposed to take the responsibility. So where's the man in you? If you telling the person you love, you know you need a responsibility. You need somebody to share responsibility with you. Is it that's what the person looking for? Somebody as a roommate to share responsibility. But if you marry somebody back home, you are not going to tell them that you need to share responsibility. You don't love them. Love is not the attraction. Love is something you taste and you know the ingredient, you know who they are, you know in and out of them. That's the one that you love, because what happens is you know them and you know what they do, you like it. You like what they do, you like about them, you know them. You like everything about them. And please, the title doesn't work in America, doesn't pay our bills. Title, big mouth men and big mouth women. This is how I was back home. This is what we do now want to know. What do you do here? And what responsibility can you take in this country? What can you do for me as a husband? Any man told you that you need somebody to share responsibility, you should run. Because that comes with love. It's not a woman's responsibility to take care of herself after he got a man. That's why if her dad is taking care of her, the dad will assign the responsibility to the man who married her daughter. Men need to know their place. And some men don't know their place, but still the real men are there who want to let you, for you to be a princess. They do everything for you. You don't tell the woman, or we're going to share responsibility. It's your place to marry her. Prophet doesn't say what she has, she should give you. I didn't see nowhere in the book say that. What she has, she should give it to you. No, my dear. Please, when you bring in your husband here, or a man you meet in Africa, make sure you know that man. You know who they are. Not the person married you and they change everything between you and them. Don't let yourself abused, because God don't bring us in this world for us to get abused. Make sure you know the man that you are bringing in this country. Make sure the men you meet here, they got their self together before you get in it. Because they tell each other that we are desperate here because we don't have a man. Then we are desperate. So the cuckoo ones, when they come, they will bring that kind of mentality, that kind of behavior to any relationship they go to. Or they are desperate, all they want is a man. Hey, man is very cheap over here now. Very cheap. You can rent a man for a night. After they finish with you, you are not gonna need a man for another 2 months. You cannot even think for a man for another 2 months. We want a companionship, relationship, true love, for us to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala under your umbrella, not somebody who gonna use us for their own. But guess what? People think they get by. They think they get away with anything. You cannot get away with stuff. You are African, I'm African. There's no way. You cannot get away with stuff. Paper is the easiest thing you can give to the person in this country. Take it honestly. You are not married back home, or you married back home. The religion say marry up to 4 wives. You married this wife and you ina adama. Bari ite ku. Ite te okela. Ite natale ka use. Ko katubabol use no nyama ninja mofingol. Sai woma easy. Ikon na dindigol albe wulel use la. Albe bulof la molbe ngani okelali be taro kelali. Ala ka nganin kila ka nin futu oto. Ite mari ko foyo use. Ite man na pruka wo mari ta kamala. Inatale ka dubeng. Ka murundi ni atara 100%, ya murundi 40. That's not the good thing. We need to change our way. And then muso nyantale ka topato. Ka londo manding. Ite muso lonna bibi lala. Ibe bulari nga tongo no ma fiti. Hadama di nyanta suturo sotalal. Nal nata jang. Let me come back to another video because this one is gonna be long. Guys, thank you.